Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's story is one of the strangest one I have ever read. It's about a mother, her daughter's old bedroom, and a note that was hidden for 10 years before anyone found it. Let's get into it. My daughter is 17 now. When she was 7-year-old, we hired a babysitter named Maya for about 6 months. Maya seemed perfectly normal, sweet, responsible, good with my daughter. She left the job when she moved to a different state for college. We never had any problem with her. 10 years later, we were renovating my daughter's old bedroom. We were removing the carpet to put in new flooring. Under the carpet, taped to the floorboard, we found an envelope. It had my daughter's name on it. Inside the envelope was a folded letter written in handwriting I recognized as Maya's, and the first line of that letter said something that made me sit down on the floor immediately. It said, "If you are reading this, it means you survived long enough to find it. I need you to know what really happened that summer." I sat on the floor of my daughter's empty bedroom and read the entire letter. Maya wrote that during the time she worked for us, something strange had been happening in our house. Something she had never told us about because she was scared we would not believe her and scared that if she told us it would somehow get worse. She wrote that every night after putting my daughter to bed, she would hear soft tapping on the bedroom window. 3 taps, always 3. Always around 9 p.m., exactly 1 hour after my daughter fell asleep. She said she checked outside multiple times. There was nothing there. No tree branches close enough to touch the window. No way for anyone to reach the second floor window from outside. But the tapping continued every single night she worked for us. Maya wrote that one night she decided to stay in the room after the tapping started instead of leaving like she usually did. She sat in the dark watching the window, and after the 3 taps, she said something happened that she had never told anyone about. Not even her own family. She wrote that the bedroom door, which she had locked from inside, slowly opened by itself. According to the letter, the door just opened a few inches. Maya said she sat completely frozen watching it. Nothing came through the door, no person, no shadow, nothing she could clearly see. But she said the air in the room changed instantly. It became cold, much colder than the rest of the house, even though it was a summer. Then she heard a voice, very quiet, almost like a whisper, right next to her ear, even though she was sitting across the room from the door. The voice said one word very clearly, my daughter's name. Maya said she grabbed my sleeping daughter and ran out of that room immediately, closing the door behind her from the outside. After that night, Maya started sleeping in a hallway outside my daughter's door every single night. She babysat instead of leaving once she got home like she usually did. She never told us why, we just assumed she was being extra careful. But she wrote next in the letter explained something that had confused my husband and me for years. Something we had completely forgotten about until we read this. My husband and I just used to find a small handprints on the inside of my daughter's bedroom window glass almost every morning during the months Maya worked for us. At the time, we assumed our daughter had been pressing her hands on the glass during the night. Maybe sleepwalking, looking outside. We never thought much of it. It's two strange things. According to Maya's letter, those handprints were not from our daughters. She wrote that one morning she arrived early and saw the handprints being made slowly, one finger at a time, pressing into the glass from the inside while my daughter was still completely asleep in her bed across the room, nowhere near the window. Maya said she watched it happen for almost 10 seconds before she blinked and the print simply stopped appearing. Maya wrote that she almost quit that day. She said the only reason she did not was because of something my daughter said to her later that same afternoon, completely calm, like it was the most normal thing in the world. My daughter said, "Don't worry about her, Maya. She's just lonely. She used to live in this house a long time ago." Maya wrote that she became obsessed with finding out what she was. She went to the local library and searched all newspaper reports for our address. She found something that made her hand shake while reading it. Almost 40 years before we bought the house, a young girl had lived in that exact bedroom. According to a newspaper article Maya found, the girl had passed away in that room from a sudden illness at around the same age my daughter was at that time. Maya wrote that she never told us this because she didn't want us to scare us. She genuinely believed the presence was not trying to hurt my daughter. She said it felt protective, not threatening, even though it terrified her personally. She said to write everything down in this letter. She decided to write everything down in this letter just in case something happened in the future, and just in my case, my daughter, when she was older, needed to understand something about her own childhood that others around her might never explain. At the very end of the letter, Maya wrote one final sentence that have read over and over since finding it. She wrote, "I felt this care. I knew it would eventually be found. Not by you, but by her when she was old enough to understand. I think she already knows more than any of us realize. Ask her about the tapping sometime. I think she remembers." I showed my daughter the letter that same evening. She read it quietly, completely calm, the same way Maya had described her being as a child. When she finished, she looked up at me and said something I was not prepared for. She said, "I remember the tapping. I used to wake up sometime and hear it too. But I was never scared. I always thought it was just her saying goodnight before she left." I asked her who she was. My daughter has said she did not know a name, but she remembered very clearly a feeling of someone sitting on the edge of her bed. Sometime when she was very young, not speaking, just staying there until she fell asleep back. She said she stopped feeling that presence around the time she turned 10 years old. I asked my daughter why she never told us any of this when she was a child. She thought about it for a moment and then said something that genuinely unsettled me more than anything in Maya's letter. She said, "I think I forgot on purpose. I think when you get older, you are supposed to stop remembering things like that." But finding this letter today brought all of it back at all once, like it had been waiting. I tried contacting Maya after finding the letter. Her old phone number did not work anymore, and I could not find any current information about where she is now. I don't know if I ever will find her again. We still live in the same house. My daughter has moved into a different bedroom since then, and the room where this all happened is now used as a home office. I check the window sometime late at night. Out of habit, I have never been find any handprints, but I think about Maya's letter constantly, especially that very last line. I think about whether my daughter really did forget on purpose, or what exactly she stopped remembering when she turned 10. I don't think I will ever fully understand what happened in that room. I am not sure I want to. If you ever find something hidden in your room that explains something from your past, share it on the comments. Subscribe for true Reddit horror stories every day. Bye bye. Ta-ta.